Rob Walker here. This past week has seen me recovering from several weeks of overwork and stress. So this past week I've been trying to catch up on all the stuff that I feel like I need to be catching up on. Stuff at my day job, animation stuff, and writing stuff. And in between these bouts of catch up, I've had the opportunity to watch some really good television. The Walking Dead is back, and it's good again. After a lackluster beginning to Season 4, it finally feels like they're back on track. Hannibal Season 2 has premiered. It was a good beginning. They kind of gave us the Hitchcockian theory of suspense. I'm kind of excited to see how they do this. And as you're watching this, True Detective should have aired its final episode last night. I know a lot of people are calling this Season 1. I hope to God that it's only one miniseries. Just leave it alone, HBO. Just give us one good miniseries. We don't need a follow-up. And also during this past week, I've had a chance to do a little bit of gaming. Not a lot, but some. My wife got me the Walking Dead video game for my birthday. I'd heard excellent things about the game. I was really curious to see how they would integrate the point-and-click adventure style with the Walking Dead storyline. And I know I'm late to the party on this, but this game is brilliant. This is a game that really causes you to think hard about the decisions that you're making during the course of the game, and the effects that those decisions have on those around you. I would even go so far as to say that the Walking Dead game really isn't even a game. It's really more of an empathy machine. Your character has been charged with taking care of this little girl, Clementine. The decisions that you make as your character affects how Clementine sees the world and how she sees you. If that sounds like a lot of responsibility for a game, that's because it is. You have to make these terrible decisions, like deciding who gets to eat that day, or who to save first, the little boy being grabbed by zombies or the man under the tractor being grabbed by zombies. And when you have to make hard decisions like that, sometimes you have to justify your actions to yourself, and sometimes you have to justify those actions to Clementine. Listen, sweetie, I know you think that stealing is wrong, but we just escaped from a cannibal murder house. The recently deceased have returned to eat the flesh of the living, and we're all starving to death. So I don't mean to sound like a meanie or anything, but I really think that theft is the least of our worries right now. Now, if you wouldn't mind putting on this hoodie before you catch cold. I mean, everyone in your group is starving to death. Is it wrong to steal the food from an empty car? What happened to the owners? Are they dead? Are they going to come back and see that you've robbed them? Is any of this wrong, really, given the circumstances? I don't know, but I've been thinking about it all week. It's those moral quandaries, those odd, horrible decisions that you make playing the Walking Dead game that drive you forward and keep you thinking when you're not playing the game. And I think that is the future of video games. It's not graphics or how good or realistic something looks. It's the quality of the storytelling and the brand of experience that you can impart to the participant. So what do you guys think? What was the last game that you played that really made you feel something? What was the last game you played that really made you think for days on end? I'd like to hear about it. Please leave comments. Also, if you watched last week's video as I was driving home from covering Anime Land Wasabi for Nerd Reactor, the article is up. I can put a link in the description. It goes into more detail about my experience there than the video did. I was pretty exhausted. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was a great experience. Yeah, you can read it all in the article. This is Rob Walker saying, thank you for watching.